the state of Turiya consciousness. If you can explain what the state of Turiya consciousness is and why it's so significant in our practice.
Good. So, first of all, before we go into Turiya, let's know or understand what are the three known dimensions of our consciousness of awareness, as explained by modern science as well. There are three states, as we say: the awakening state, the sleeping state, and the dream state. And we spend our whole life in these three states only, and thinking that this is the only one. But our ancient scriptures and our gurus have taught us that no, the higher state, when you transcend these three states through the practices of meditations, as explained in ancient scriptures and Brahman Yoga, is that you go into a state which is called the Turiya, which is beyond these three states of awakening, dream, or sleep, in which there is nothingness, in which state there is a true connection with your higher self, in which you are not dishonest, in which you are absolutely pure. And whatever you manifest, create from that state really starts happening in your life. And it is very important because to understand the state of Turiya, and in Brahman Yoga we experience this state in almost every of our meditations. And some people would say that, oh, it's so much, somebody, just started and say, oh, it seems like a sleep state, like I'm deep in that state, and you say I'm in a higher dimension, but when I come out I feel that I almost as I was sleeping. And I tell them there is one difference, practical, physical, if you see, will tell you that this Turiya state is very different from the sleeping state. How? Say if you were sleeping, I dropped a penny on the floor. It'll make a sound, you will probably not even hear it. But where in a Turiya state, if I drop that penny on the floor, it will sound like an explosion happening, like a bomb exploding. Because every faculty of yours is awakened at that state. And everything that happens is at a large scale. So that just the sound of a dropping penny on the floor can sound like an explosion. You'll be like shaken up. So what happened? So this is the difference. It just shows you that when you go into the state of Turiya, it is where real manifestation happens. Real release of karma happens. And once you have experienced the state of Turiya, you don't want to come out of it. It is so beautiful once you have experienced it. And to our, explained to us by our gurus and also our Sanatan Parampara, there is a state which is higher than Turiya. And what is called as the Turiya-Teet. Means that when I go into Turiya state, I meditate, I'm in that state. And then I come out of it, then I'm back into the three states. Turiya-Teet means always living in the state of Turiya, not coming out of it. And that takes again lot of sadhana, lot of blessings from your guru and your own hard work. Once you achieve that, then you are very close to self-realization. And that's where, because you are releasing karma, your old karma, and in that state, you are not creating any more new karma. So your karmic load really starts going down. In a normal state, when we do our daily sadhana, we are releasing karma. But we are acquiring karma also. Just that the rate now is little higher, that the release is higher and the acquisition of new karma is lower. So overall, we are releasing. But in that state, you are just releasing. There is no acquisition of new karma. New karma you will do, which will lead to certain outcomes, is only in the lower three states that you're doing of your consciousness. So when you are in the Turiya-Teet state, you're not doing anything. So it takes you very, very close to self-realization. Once we understand this, and once we experience the state of Turiya, it's like an addiction. It is so, you have experienced it yourself, and you know how beautiful it is, how difficult it is to come out of that state. And this comes with only regular practice. The more I stay in that state, more I stay connected to my higher self, I slowly go closer to the state of Turiya-Teet.
And what's the difference between Turiya-Teet and Samadhi?
Not much of a difference. Again, like say, Samadhi is, if you are in a constant state of Samadhi, you can say Samadhi and Turiya are, comparable. But then you come out of your Samadhi, you come out of your Turiya. Then again, you're back into your normal state. Turiya-Teet means staying at that state at all times. And if you can do it through Samadhi, be in a Samadhi and not get out of it, so then they will be the same. To watch the full podcast of this path that you've seen, click here. And to watch our previous podcasts, click here.